Hi, my story is Abuelita, Full of Life. It's by Amy Costales and illustrations by Martha Aviles. Jose's grandma is already old when she comes to live with him and his family. Her long braids are very gray. She is old, but she is lively. The Spanish is down here, the English is right here. Abuelita sleeps in Jose's bedroom. She moves his dinosaurs over to make room for her candles. He moves his bed under the window to make room for her bed. He moves his clothes to one side of the closet to make room for her clothes. It is a little crowded, but when she whispers stories in the dark of night, Jose doesn't mind one bit. Abuelita plants a garden that takes up half the yard, which means Jose has to go to the park to play soccer. But it's fun picking beans from his own garden, and Jose likes to eat corn. By the time the pumpkins come up, Jose doesn't mind the garden one bit. Abuelita fills the house with new smells. She burns incense at her altar that makes the cat sneeze. She fills the rooms with roses from the garden that makes Jose's dad sneeze. She cooks chiles that make everyone sneeze. Jose's grandma is already old when she comes to live with him and his family. Her braids are very gray, and she has deep lines around her mouth. She is old, but she is lively. Her skin is wrinkled, but soft to kiss. In the morning, Abuelita sits quietly in the kitchen table with a cup of cinnamon tea and slippers on her feet, but she is already busy. She knits, she wraps tamales, she draws with Jose, and counts beans with his little sister. In the afternoon, Abuelita lies on the couch with her special pillow, but she is never still. She reads the paper, she pets the cat. She listens to Jose read his books and braids his little sister's hair. In the evening, Abuelita rocks on the porch in her robe, but she doesn't ever rest. She rips tortillas for the birds. She strings chili peppers. She tells stories to Jose and sings to his little sister. Jose's grandma is already old when she comes to live with him and his family. Her long braids are very gray. She has deep lines around her mouth, and her hands look like two branches in autumn after the leaves fall off. She is old, but she is lively. Her skin is wrinkled, but soft to kiss. She is frail, but her hugs are strong. Abuelita says she is too old to keep up with Jose on his bike, but she is quick enough to chase the ice cream man. When Jose goes to the park with Abuelita, they have a walk. At first he misses his bike, but he likes when Abuelita holds his hand and he can feel the strength that flows beneath her wrinkly skin. She teaches him the names of the trees, the flowers they see on the way, and Jose is amazed by how much he used to miss by rushing by on his bike. Abuelita says she's too old to learn English, although she talks to the bus driver just fine. Jose has to talk in Spanish with Abuelita. At first he misses English words. But after a while, he starts to like the way so much Spanish feels in his mouth. Then Abuelita begins to teach him rhymes, and he likes them so much that he teaches them to his little sister. Abuelita says she is too old for Jose's music, but she taps her toes to the reggaeton when she thinks he isn't looking. After dinner, Abuelita always picks the radio station. At first, her old Mexican songs make him feel sleepy, but after a while, he learns to love the happy, sad sound of the accordion. Then, to his surprise, his father pulls out the guitar and starts teaching him to play the old Mexican songs that don't make him sleepy anymore. Jose's grandma is already old when she comes to live with him and his family. Her braids are very gray. She has deep lines around her mouth. Her hands look like two branches in autumn after the leaves have fallen off, and her voice has a little tremble. She is old, but she is lively. Her skin is wrinkled, but soft to kiss. She is frail, but her hugs are strong. Her voice is soft, but it is heard clearly. Abuelita is full of life. The end.